They say mirrors only show your reflection, but there's a lake deep in the forest that doesn't give it back. Once you see yourself in its water, something strange happens. Your reflection starts to move on its own. And when it finally smiles at you, it's already too late. They say a reflection never lies, but what if yours refused to come back? Deep in the forest, beyond where the sunlight dares to fall, there's a lake known only in whispers. A lake so still, so dark, that it looks like a mirror laid flat on the earth. Locals call it the lake that swallows reflections. Years ago, a group of hikers found it by accident. One of them leaned over to take a picture, but the moment his reflection appeared, the water rippled, just once, and his reflection vanished. The others laughed, thinking it was just the light. But that night, as they camped near the shore, he began to change. His skin looked pale, as if something had drained the color from him. When he stared into the darkness, he swore he saw another version of himself moving just behind his eyes. By morning, he was gone. The only thing left was his phone, still recording, pointed at the lake. And in that recording, his reflection stood on the surface of the water, smiling. Not waving, just smiling, before slowly sinking under the surface. Since then, no one who's seen their reflection there has ever been the same. Some return with hollow eyes, claiming their reflection speaks to them at night. Others vanish completely, leaving only wet footprints that lead toward the forest. People say the lake doesn't show who you are, it shows what's waiting beneath your soul. Once it recognizes you, it wants you. There's an old story that the lake was once a mirror belonging to a witch who cursed it before she died, vowing that anyone who looked in her mirror would lose their true self. The mirror was thrown into the forest to bury her power, but didn't stay buried for long. Now, on quiet nights, if you stand by the lake and stare long enough, you might notice your reflection move just a second too late. Blink, and it'll blink slower. Smile, and it'll smile wider. Wait long enough, and you'll see it reach out from the water's surface. The moment you try to pull away, it's already too late. Because the lake doesn't just swallow reflections, it swallows the ones they belong to.